Yeah, there we go. Let's do that. I like that.
I did that. We're
Oh.
rolling. Okay, spork talk.
Spork. I could talk about sporks for a while.
We're goofy. Okay, spooky porch talk starting now.
Carb high.
If we can get our shit together. Good Lord. Let's go. Jello, I'm Ash.
And I'm Lynn.
And this is Only If You Can Keep Up. That was beautiful.
Thank you.
Should do it every time. What do we have to say? First of all, we're not outside like we promised. Or we didn't really promise. We just said
windy out there.
Cold and windy. We're back in our pod.
Our
Is
pod.
that why it's called a podcast? Because you do it in a pod?
Maybe.
Shut the front door.
We should build a pod around us.
Can we?
Let's do it.
Right now?
I got pallets and what can we use that's soundproof?
We could use like the things from McDonald's where you put your drinks in.
Yeah, I was saving those for a while.
Shut
Okay, so my
up.
father-in-law hates those. Absolutely can't stand them.
Why?
I don't know. He's
That's
like a
weird.
phobia of them. So we used to collect them and like hide them in places where he had to touch them.
That's horrible.
He's a fucking turd though. You like he loves to fucking joke on people and like give them shit. So it's great.
Okay,
It's
I
great.
understand. Anyway, back to our announcement.
What announcement?
We said that we're not outside. We're back in the pod.
yeah.
Which means if you hear a dog, kid, husband, no, you didn't.
No, I don't.
You didn't hear nothing.
No, you
It's-
didn't.
I think it's pretty
It's
calmed
pretty
down
good right
in
now.
here.
They're
Yeah.
getting tired.
It's
I
pretty
think.
late now, so
Everybody's getting sleepy. So.
yeah.
Not us. We're just like getting our second win
And
because
we're
we're
like
night owls.
super giggly right now, so
Super giggly.
apologize.
Dude, okay, so we made cheesy potato soup and I ate so much. I'm like in carb overload, like fucking
And I
delirious.
just legit devoured half a can of Pringles after my cheesy potato soup. So
The carbs got us like, oh, wow.
we're gonna have a carb crash by the end of this. I guarantee.
Yeah.
We're
Which
both
is
gonna
good
be,
because
like,
by then it'll
dragging.
be like a time we're supposed. Well, you got to drive home, but time we're supposed to
Fuck,
sleep.
I'll just
so
cuddle next to the youngest on the couch and go to sleep.
that's fine. Dude, my husband's probably gonna fall asleep on the couch. You can just climb in bed with me.
cuddle.
We'll have a spooky cuddle night.
We used to do that in high school. Remember?
Yeah,
'Cause
we did it as adults too. When our oldest, when the girls were little, we'd have sleepovers.
Yeah, I forgot.
Because our husbands work nights, and we would be like,
Yeah,
hey.
I remember that. Okay. Anyway, wow, not spooky at all. Spooky porch talk. I said it right that time. Not spork talk.
Sporks can be spooky if you dress them up right.
Put a little ghost face on him.
Oh, now I want to do sport
Okay,
crafts.
so where do you want to start with our spookies?
So okay, this is random, but
1, 2, 3.
talking about ghosty stuff and like my dead grandparents. So
I mean, jumped right into that. All right.
So when my youngest was about a year old, that's when my grandma, one of my grandmas, the one I was really close to, she passed right before his first birthday. And so he was still little, and she had just recently bought him this toy. It was like a little octopus that each arm made different noises. You had to press the button down to make a noise, right? Like, but it wasn't a couple months after she passed, and I'd been thinking about her a lot that day. And I was getting ready to go to bed. Everyone was asleep. The house was quiet. It was like midnight. And I heard every fucking sound on that octopus go off. No one was in that room, dude.
Maybe she wanted to play with him.
I think that's what it was. Because one of her things before she passed was like, I don't want the kids to forget me. Like, I don't want to,
Right.
you know, and it was some like that toy. She got him that toy and she was coming through that toy. I swear to God. It didn't scare me though. It wasn't like,
Right.
it didn't freak me out. It was like she was just sending a message, you know, like,
Yeah.
I know I said she did some poltergeist activity in the, you know, in the ghost episode. She did. But this was more of like a, hey, I'm here. Don't forget. Like, don't, you know.
That's so sweet.
So I still, like, I'll talk to him about it, even though he's older now, because this was 6 years ago. You know, I make sure the kids still remember the little things and see her pictures and stuff like that, because she really, really did not want the kids to forget. Like, but yeah, lots of stuff like that has happened, not just with her, but with...
Didn't you have a wind chime situation in the hallway?
Yeah, it still happens sometimes. Yeah. Not so much lately, but I feel like it's all.
Do you still have the wind chimes in the hallway?
Mm-hmm.
Do you?
They're hanging right by my door, right outside the hallway.
I haven't.
Because that was probably a few years ago, I think, when I sent you that video.
Yeah.
And I thought, and you're like, yeah, you got to ghost. And I'm like, yeah, but I can't like sense what it, I don't know if it was her or what, but that hallway is where I get a lot of activity. And I think it might be her, but it might be other stuff. I don't know. But those chimes, there's no fan, there's no air conditioner, nothing in the hallway that would make them move. But they randomly wiggle. They're like bamboo wind chimes, and they just clink together randomly on their own. It's so weird.
That's a ghost.
As a medium, I should just be able to be like, hey, what's up? But it's a different kind of thing. I don't know. I cannot understand it. When it's close to home, maybe it's harder to...
I think it is for you to say to your own.
Yeah, plus like ghosts and spirits, like we talked about, is all kind of different. Like it's harder to like talk to a crazy ghost.
You said goat. It's hard to talk to a goat. It's really not. You just say, hi, goat. And that's what they do. Actually, they sound more like they say mom over and over and over and over and over. My neighbor has goats.
Some of them sound like screaming women.
Sometimes, yeah.
Goats are fucking funny, dude.
It's when it's in the middle of the night, too. Like, I'll be out on the back porch and I'll hear, oh, God, I cannot believe I just did a goat impression on here. Anyway, have you watched any good scary movies yet?
Oh, we watched the other night, The Pope's Exorcist with Russell Crowe.
Okay. Was it worth it?
I thought it was good. I thought it was really good, yeah.
I saw that, but we chose a different one, and I wish we would have watched that one because, let me
I liked it.
The one we chose was a 10 out of 10. Do not recommend.
And if you want to watch the kids, the Haunted Mansion. Was it the Haunted Mansion? The remake of the...
Yeah.
On the Disney Plus app. That was really good. My littlest, he was actually a little spooked. He's like, I don't think I want to watch the rest of it. But it was good. I
never even saw the first. Is this like a sequel?
I think it's like a remake, maybe the old one, which I've never watched. But it was good. It had a good cast, and it was so funny because the psychic medium that they pulled in to help, she, it's Tiffany Haddish, and she's fucking hilarious. But she comes in and she's like, okay, y'all got to sit down and listen, you know? And she like has them all around their table. She's doing her seance. And then she's like, everybody be quiet because I'm going to connect and I'm going to do my thing. And then like she starts snoring and her head's down. And they're like, she's sleeping? She's like, I said be quiet. And then she's snoring again. I'm like, oh my God, it's me.
I was about to say, is that you?
I'm a psychic medium. Narcoleptic. They said, I think she might be narcoleptic. I'm like, oh my fucking God. It hit me so funny because I'm like, I always think that there's a connection with my narcolepsy and my gifts or whatever. Right. Maybe we're like more connected to, you know, because our veil's thin or something. But it just hit me so fucking funny that they showed that. Like, I was like, that's me.
That's awesome. We watched The Barbarian.
Oh, yeah? Was that good?
10 out of 10 don't recommend. It was like a good... it had like a good... It was a good jump scare.
Yeah.
But...
Was it like gory scary or like paranormal scary?
Neither. There was really no gore. It was more disgustingly scary.
Oh, yeah.
The jump scares were good because, you know, quiet room, all of a sudden a door slams, that kind of stuff. Those were really good and placed well.
Yeah.
Don't get me wrong. I jolted a little bit. I like a good jump scare.
Yeah.
But the actual, I don't know. It was very, if you haven't seen it, I mean, it was very... Do I give stuff away? I don't want to. It was about incest.
Kind of like, was Wrong Turn, was that the one that was about, like, they were like...
Yeah, no, the Hills Have Eyes. Maybe Wrong Turn, too.
Maybe I'm getting them mixed up. I can't remember. It's been so long.
One of them has a Liza
Dushku?
Yeah, she's in the
I used to love her. I forgot about her.
What happened to her?
I don't know.
We should call her out.
Liza Thornberry. Dushka. I don't know how you say her last name. I'm probably saying it wrong.
If you like a good jump scare, watch it. It's gross and disgusting, and there's incest, like deep-rooted incest, and it's... I don't know. I thought it was going to be different, but...
Well, I thought that I didn't know anything about The Pope's Exorcist before my husband's like...
I've seen the previews.
He's like, yeah, it's that movie with Gerard Butler. So we started, and I'm like, oh... Where's Gerard Butler? Like, I was waiting because, like, that's why I'm watching it. And he's like, he's right there. Like, he's the Exorcist. Or, not exorcist. Yeah, he's the priest. I'm like, I see Russell Crowe. He's like, same thing. I'm like, no, it's not. No, it's not. Russell Crowe's amazing, and it was a good movie, but I was like, this is not Gerard Butler, okay? Right. He's like,
I actually don't like exorcism type movies.
Really?
I'm not big on the, I guess, ghost movies.
See, the paranormal stuff's what I like. I really like that. Like Insidious, the first one anyway. I haven't really, and like have you ever seen Malignant?
Yeah, actually, a long time ago.
That was good, right?
Wait, was that the one with the? Oh, my hand hard, like the hands and.
It was more like the back of the head.
Okay, then no, maybe
I think it's the one I'm thinking of.
It's fine. Like you don't have to look it up.
Oh, I thought that was really like that made us think for a few days, and like I love shit like
really
that.
Sounds really familiar though.
It was just a couple years ago. I think we watched it.
Okay, then maybe not. No, I'm not big into the paranormal movies. I don't know. They always just take them into something so much further.
Yeah, That's all. I love the twists and turns and
I like me a good fucking slasher.
And I don't like that stuff too much.
The more blood, the good.
No, but it has a good story. Like my kids and I were talking about this in the car the other day on the way to school. Is this kind of shit we talk about? One of them said something about Jason, and the other one's like, "Well, who is Freddy Krueger?" And I'm like, "Okay." And I try to explain. I'm like, "I know who they all are, but you need to talk to Ash to figure out the details because I don't know my horror slashers too well." But I
got you.
I said, "I'm pretty sure Jason Voorhees is the one that has the mommy issues or whatever, right?"
Yes.
And I'm like, I think Michael Myers is the one who's just like insane, like this. He didn't come from an asylum, and he's not like an actual person. He's like a void or something, like he's just like he's not supposed to be an actual person. He's like an evil. Really?
Yeah. He murdered his whole family as a child.
Right. I know that
they
part.
sent him to the asylum because of that. He didn't speak for 20 years, and then he escaped to kill his sister.
Yeah, but like, I don't know, maybe I'm mixing it with something else. I thought that when he came back, that he wasn't an actual human anymore, and that's why he wore the mask. Maybe that's what I'm thinking of.
He was cursed. Like, he's got a face. He's a human.
So they ever show his face?
They show, like, dark room, corner, very shadowed.
So he's an actual human. Maybe I'm mixing him up with some, because I knew he killed his family and like he was locked up or whatever. And obviously I know the Freddy Krueger thing, because I had to tell them. I said, I don't like Freddy Krueger. He like out of all of them, he probably disturbs me the most.
I think his is the best
story, right?
Yeah, it's a good
that's what
story.
I told the kids.
It's a very good story, but what they do, like, okay. The newer Freddy movies, Friday the 13th movies. Nope, that's not Friday the 13th, is it? Yeah. No. God, my brain
I know
just
I watched
Nightmare
Jason
on
versus Freddy
Elm
with
Street.
you. Yeah.
That's Freddy Krueger.
Yes, yeah.
Got me all confused.
I do know that.
Okay, those movies, the old ones from the 80s and everything. What? Things coming out of bellies and walls bleeding goo and all that is way too much. I understand.
Sounds like my nightmares.
Well, I understand you're in a dream when this happens. I get that. But like the newer ones, because they've got newer ones, they are really fucking good.
Yeah, I've watched one. I would say out of like all those types of movies I've watched, I'd say the Freddy ones were the most interesting to me. Like, because the story and because I have fucked up sleep stuff anyway. But like,
ever watched Freddy vs. Jason?
I actually watched that with you at your house when that first came out. Awesome. Yeah, I remember that because
then they remade Nightmare on Elm Street. It's been some years. I mean, 2013, 14, I want to say. I don't know the exact year. It's really good, too. It actually explains, like, the entire Freddy situation. Yeah. Like, why he's burned,
See,
why
I
he
would
comes
watch
in
that.
dreams.
I would say, I like the story in the back, the origin part, and the whole Freddy. See, Freddy disturbs me the most to look at him, but his like, whole thing is my kind of stuff. Like, that's the kind of stuff I like.
Because it's in the dreams?
Yeah, the dreams and the paranormal, like, fucking with your head kind of stuff. That's the kind of shit I like, really gets me. Like, the psychological twisters and stuff like that.
You need to watch the newest one. You really do. Okay. It's good. I think it was on. I saw it the other day when I was flipping through. I don't remember which one it was on. It might have been HBO.
Okay. Because I would actually
or Max,
watch
whatever
that.
It's called.
Because it's got so much more than just killing and slashing, and not that they all have their own story. I know that, but
there's a lot more gore now that it's newer too. It's
Yeah.
more blood and guts versus aliens and things coming out of bellies and the walls dripping with blood.
Stranger Things with Vecna, that shit was amazing.
Stranger Things. I don't consider Stranger Things as horror though.
Really?
No. Should I?
I would say that
is it?
season's for sure. And the mind flayer, like that's I would say that's horror, right?
I never would have done that. Like to
Vecna's
me, that's
definitely
just like
horror.
a mind fuck of a show. Like it's not really scary.
But that shit was like,
I watched the new season like 4 times. I'm not even gonna lie.
So
it's
good.
so fucking good.
So good.
It really is. What's your favorite scary movie? All time.
I don't know. I really don't know.
You have to have a favorite.
That's my thing. I don't have a favorite anything.
Oh my gosh.
I love so many things.
Okay, so like
oh wait, yeah, I guess I have some
Michael or Freddy? On the spot. Michael or Freddy?
Michael, I guess. Like to look at them or to
No, to watch their show.
I don't know because I've not watched the other ones enough to know.
You've never watched Halloween?
Maybe one of them all the way through.
You've never watched Halloween?
I think one time years ago all the way through. Otherwise just bits and pieces.
Are you shitting me?
No. So I can't judge it. That's why I can't judge it because I've not really like given it my. But like to look at them, I would choose Michael and think that he would be the one. But Freddy's story I know is, but I don't know enough about Michael.
I gotta go.
You're gonna have to give me a night.
I'm out. Bye.
And teach me. Maybe
I'll
change my perspective. Maybe I'll change my perspective.
My all-time favorite horror movie is Rob Zombie Halloween. Number 1, recommended to anyone as long as you don't mind the gore and the blood and the guts because it is multiplied by a million because it's Rob fucking Zombie.
I don't like.
But Rob Zombie's Halloween describes the childhood more, the place they send him more, why he did what he did more, and then it takes it into the now.
Okay.
Now I will say the 3 new Halloweens they just released. They just did the last one. It was like Halloween. What was it? Halloween Kills, and Halloween's End. I think those were the names. I'm not 100% sure. Those 3 are really fucking good too. Really, really good. But
I have watched
Rob
all the
Zombie.
Screams, I think. I think I've seen all the Screams.
All of them? One of them literally just came out. There's 6.
Oh, okay. Maybe I'll watch the 5th one, but I don't think I've seen the 6th one.
See, my favorite franchise is Scream.
Really?
Look at my hoodie.
Oh, yep. How did I not even notice he was on there?
Ghostface is all up on me. Oh my god. He is my favorite franchise. Like all of them together. You watch the beginning to the end. They all go cohesively
I'm pretty sure
together.
I've seen at least the first 4 of those. I'm pretty sure.
The 2 newest ones are the best. They're a lot more bloody and gory than all the rest though because we can accept that now and put that on TV. So it's like really, really big. But Rob Zombie anything is fucking nasty. And Rob Zombie has 2 Halloweens actually. He has Halloween and Halloween 2. Oh. The second one's not as good. It's good, don't get me wrong, but that first one, man, the way that little boy portrays Michael. Yeah. So good.
Wow.
So
I would give it a try. See, I like more. Oh wait, like have you watched the Jordan Peele movies like Nope and Get Out and I'm trying to think. I've seen several of them now.
I've seen Get Out. Yeah. It's more psychological than...
That's the kind of shit I like. Yeah. Like like the Jordan Peele movies were so good to me.
I haven't heard of that one.
It's pretty much alien stuff, but it's
no.
But it's more than that. It's good. It's worth watching. Like that's the kind of stuff I like. I don't know.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna say they're my favorites, but stuff that fucks with your head and you're like, what is actually going on here? That kind of stuff, like
kind of like American Horror Story.
Yeah,
love them all.
Love that.
There's a new season about to drop, or it did come out. I haven't seen it yet.
And see, I've still only maybe watched 4 or 5 seasons, and I haven't finished all of them because I keep saying I'm gonna go back, and then I'm waiting for my husband because he's still behind me, and I'm like, catch up. But I need to just go watch it myself. I'm about to give up now. There's so many seasons. He's never going to catch up. So
I've watched... I didn't watch last year, but that's because, like, we didn't have satellite. We just had streaming, and I had no services that offered me to watch it. Yeah. So I was kind of waiting for it to come to a service, and then I literally forgot about it. Yeah. But I've seen a lot of commercials, because we have satellite now. I've seen a lot of commercials for the new season. It looks pretty interesting.
And I love how different they all are. Like, I've only watched a handful of them, but there's one season, and mind you, I don't watch a lot of shows over again. Like, there's not many things I will go sit back and watch over again.
We're the complete opposite. I will watch that season a million times.
If I need something to fall asleep to, maybe, but I can't.
You can fall asleep to American Horror Story?
No.
Really?
That's the thing. American Horror Story, I went back Asylum and watched it.
That used to be the show I put on every single book.
I'm not saying I couldn't. I can fall asleep anywhere,
right.
Given the situation. But I actually did go back. I watched Asylum again all the way through. I think I've seen it all 3 times now, that whole season.
Just Asylum?
Mm-hmm. I really liked
favorite?
it. Mm-hmm. So far,
What about Coven?
I've tried to finish Coven 3 times now.
Oh my God,
I've made it to like the 5th episode. I can't get any further.
Coven is my fucking favorite.
I need to give it more.
Coven and Murder House is really good.
Murder House was good. I've watched Murder House twice.
Yeah.
I don't rewatch stuff, but I think it's because I wanted my husband to watch it too.
Right.
So I went back and watched it with him.
Okay.
But Murder House was really good. Really good. Asylum was amazing. Like, I just loved it so much.
See, I didn't like it as much.
Really?
I liked it.
But it's more like, I love alien stuff. I love psychological stuff.
I love alien stuff.
And I love, like, the whole mental, like...
mental mind fucks?
All of it. All of it.
Okay, we've been talking about movies for long enough. Let's move on.
Fucking necromancy.
What's that? I'm waiting for the rest.
Oh, I was just saying the word. I don't know.
Oh my God, I thought you were going to, like, talk about it.
I can.
What is necromancy?
So a lot of people think it's just all bad stuff. Like, it's not necrophilia, okay? There's a difference. That's when you have sex with the dead people, right?
I have no idea.
Necromancy is just communicating with the dead. That's all it is. So, like, I'm a necromancer. What's the difference between a medium and a necromancer?
I really hope you're saying this right, because you could be saying it wrong and you could be saying...
Google it. God dang. Necromancy. Necromancy in the Google. It is the supposed practice of communicating with the dead, especially in order to predict the future. Ah, okay. So if you're more doing it for fortune reasons, maybe?
So it's a fortune teller.
That communicates with the dead. So then what's the difference between a necromancer and a medium? Let me tell you what the Google says.
That's Google.com.
Unlike mediums, necromancers typically engage in darker rituals. Oh, may employ necromantic tools such as skulls, bones, black mirrors. Yeah, I don't do black mirrors and fucking shit like that. Person who practices necromancy while medium, and this is the nature surrounding the environment.
I'm going to say you don't do that, and we change the subject real quick.
Necromancers connect the living and the dead. Oh. Okay, so maybe more like seance stuff where they can like actually interact type of things. Whereas I'm more of what I'd say I do channeling, I guess.
Channeling. You said that very fancy.
I do a channeling of the spirit.
Do you do it with caviar?
And I have a little creme brulee. I don't know what the fuck that is, but...
What's a creme brulee?
What is creme brulee? I don't know.
I don't know either.
I don't know. I just fancy it. I'm a channeling. But yeah, I would say like they speak through me or to me, and then I relay. I don't like connect them. Like, hello, we're here to talk to Jonathan to connect with his sister Angela, and we're gonna
just pull those names out.
Yeah, I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about. Like, yeah, maybe that's the difference. They maybe use darker. Yeah, I don't do darky. I'm not knocking people who do dark stuff, but
you do you, boo boo.
A spooky's me a little bit. I'm not all love and light, though. I do have some darkness.
You've got a lot of very morbidness that pours out of your soul sometimes.
I think there has to be a balance. Like, I know I talked on the witchcraft episode about how us witches, we're not all bad, but I'm not. The ones of you who are into dark stuff, more power to you. Like, do what you're comfortable with.
Once again, you do you, boo boo.
Right. As long as you're not, like, intentionally hurting people, I'm all for it. You know, like, but I don't know. I feel like there has to be balance. You gotta have a little dark with the light.
Right.
Like, my dark humor is what gets me through.
I think you just have dark humor. Like, you're a super happy, loving person, but then you have a very dark humor.
And then you got, I literally show it, like, in my house and stuff. It's like, oh, there's my sunflowers and my bright, colorful, and then I've got my crows and my black owls and my, like, dead.
It's like a perfect mix of dark and light.
Yeah.
Perfectly. mixed together.
It's like Wednesday and her best friend. What's her name?
Enid.
I wanted to say Edith. Enid.
You were close.
It's like I have them both inside me. I'm wearing my Edgar Allan Poe sweatshirt right now.
Look at you.
What did I wear last time?
We've got Edward Allan Poe and we've got Edgar Allan Poe. I said that so wrong. And then we got Ghostface. They're best friends.
Oh, they would. Well, no.
Yeah, they
wouldn't
are.
be.
Yes, they are.
Okay.
Just because I said.
As long as he doesn't kill my Edgar.
No, that's his partner. Anyway, Ouija board.
Yeah, nope. Did we talk about this already?
We spotted on it, but I wanted to talk a little bit more.
Started to. That's right. Yeah.
We kind of went off topic because we were talking about Ouija boards or whatever.
Right.
Have you ever heard of Zozo?
No, I have not. What is that?
It's the Ouija board ghost.
No, thank you.
Like for real. Like he's like a documented thing.
What?
For several people who have used the Ouija board. Google Zozo.
Is he like...
Wait, you have to Google Zozo Ouija board because if you just do Zozo, it's like a bunch of Chinese stuff. So I'm assuming that means something in another language. But Zozo Ouija board?
Wonder if he's like the ruler of the Ouija
he's
world.
Bad.
Ew.
And he can do bad things. So if you're ever playing with the Ouija board,
I have never heard that.
Zozo gets spelled out, you better say bye and go.
Oh no!
I'm just saying.
Those
I've never heard that.
No, I don't know shit about Ouija boards. Don't fuck with them.
I've just watched like crazy YouTube videos about it, and then I don't remember because I used to really watch them ghost shows.
Maybe it's just Jumanji that fucked me up as a kid. I won't like anything that.
This is not the same,
but kinda.
Well, the Ouija conjures spirits. The Jumanji sucks you to the jungle. There's a big difference.
It brings the jungle to you through the portal. But then again, we had a Jumanji game and we played it. So this, like, my kids did.
Hold on. You lived?
Yeah.
Joking.
But okay, so no, I've not heard about the Ouija thing. Like that makes it even more unsettling. Even more unsettling.
Yeah. It's like a thing. Like look her up.
I don't think I would even want to.
Yeah. That's okay. A lot of people don't even like to talk about it.
Those of you who have messed with Ouija boards, like. Kudos. Like, I can't, I'm not that brave. I'm not.
Is there anyone out there who could actually, like, send a story in about it?
Yeah, I'd like to hear people's experience because I don't even know anyone who's met, and I know a lot of people.
I mean, I know people who have messed with them, but it's kind of like they don't talk about it or want to talk about it, so I don't push the issue because that's their business, you know? But, like, I would really like to hear a story of an actual person who has... spoke with a spirit on a Ouija board. Yeah. Like, all the things I know or have seen is, like, YouTube videos. Because it's... I never, like, go to YouTube and type in Ouija or anything like that. It's like I start at point A and I end at point Ouija. You know what I mean? Like, it's not... That's how all my YouTube life goes. It's like I start with, how to make a candle. And then I'm, like, into how you... I don't even know.
And I know some people are like, it's just the game, it's just the board, it can't do anything. But I don't know what it is. Maybe it's just a stigma. Maybe it's just like...
Maybe it's all in our heads because we've been trained it's bad. I don't know. And my mom, you know, she's so funny because she's like me, but she doesn't like say she's a witch. But dude, she's a fucking witch. But she's powerful. But she's so humble. She wouldn't... Anyway, she's got a little bit of dark, like... She's like the sweetest fucking human ever, but she's got some darkness. But she wears poop costumes.
But she'll come up. You think some of my little like Halloween decorations and stuff, like hers are so cool, and she keeps them out all year.
She's got that blanket I really want.
Oh my gosh, with the crows and all this stuff. Oh, I want one so bad. But anyway. She told me one time something like, when we do our bonfires and we do our weird witchy stuff, like the time she had her dowsing rods and I had like, she's like, one time I'm going to show up with a Ouija board. I'm going to freak you all out. And I'm like, no, you're fucking not.
Not in my house.
Oh, my God. So you have, like, no desire to even mess with one to know what it's...
I would never, no.
Yeah, me neither. Isn't that
like,
weird?
I have...
And we're, like, kind of try everything once kind of people.
I have interest. I'm intrigued. But that is something that I don't think I could allow myself to do. Just because of all the things you've heard and seen, like, I guess not seen, just, I don't know. That's just,
and like it's funny because you're one of those people that's like not scared. You're like, most things you're like, no, that's bullshit. Like, it's only going to be that way if you make it that way, you know, but even you are like, nope.
Something about it, it's gotta be the stigma behind it because it's a fucking board.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's not like it's, now, there are some really old boards that have probably seen and done some shit that I would not want to be anywhere near.
There's just certain objects in general. Like, I can feel the energy from far away. Like, I won't even touch. You ever get into eBay and, like, the haunted dolls and things like that? Like, the weird curiosities and, like, there's, like, a whole section for, like, haunted dolls and weird shit like that. I got
to one point in eBay once where it was, like, handmade dolls, like, what are they called? Poppets or something? Yes. But they had like real human teeth.
Yeah, dude.
Okay, they looked real human, and they had like real human hair.
Yeah.
I'm not saying it was a real human. I'm saying they looked real. And then like real human fingernails.
Yeah.
Like that kind of stuff.
Remember, it was just a few weeks ago when I was on Etsy and I got on like the dark side on accident.
Yeah, those
and
creepy babies.
Oh my god, they were like claymation or like clay things creations. They're fucking cool, but like some of them were so fucking like graphic and dark and weird, and I was like, what the actual fuck? What goes on in these people's heads to create to create this?
I think that's beautiful.
Oh, I do too. I find it fucking amazing.
I think it is amazing how some people's brains can come up with that. Yeah. Like the weird, the curiosities, the oddities.
Some of the stuff was just so fucking like creepy and weird. Yeah. And the comments, people are like, "Oh, I just love this little guy so much. He's brought so much joy to my life." I'm like, that fucking creepy ass.
That just means there's like a community of these people who
I love that.
I know,
shit.
I do too.
I love it.
I love a good weirdo.
Yes. Yes. I really fucking do love me some weirdos. Yeah. Normal people are just.
Is there such thing as there's normal?
I mean, everybody's got their own thing. Nobody's normal, I guess. But when you're extra weird,
you're my kind of people.
Yeah, right. When you do things that are either like taboo or out of the usual, like things that people would just be like, "What the fuck?" Like if you can't walk into Walmart and do it without people looking at you, then I guess it's weird. Am I saying that right?
What?
You know what I mean? Okay, so like there's this like level of weird, like everybody's got their weird thing, right? Every human's got a weird thing that they do that nobody else, that's different than other people. But then there's like a level, like, okay, you can be weird and go in Walmart unnoticed or somewhere, some public place. I'm talking on my ass. I've lost my train of thought. But then there's like the higher level of like the fucking weirdness that just radiates from you, that you walk in a room and people are like, what the fuck? Or like you start talking and you're like, got people so weirded out that they don't even know what you're talking about. That's the kind of weird that I like.
So you like a level 10 weirdo.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean,
cool, yeah.
There are some things that are too weird for me. But
what's too weird for you? Like, how do you know what is too weird for you?
My insides tell me, my chili bones.
We've got to make a shirt that says that. I feel it in my chili bones.
Like, if something makes me feel uncomfortable or, like, uneasy, there are some things that are like that.
Like what? Like, give me a thing.
Like creepy dolls and clowns and things like that. But it's not going to make me.
You were going to say something great. You say clowns.
But it's not going to make me not like the person. Clowns are too weird for me. But there is like a thing. Like, if someone has a room full of creepy looking dolls and clowns, I probably won't go to their house again.
Did you know there's like a whole store full of clowns somewhere, some way?
Fuck that.
I watched it on a Ghost Adventures episode once. It was like a whole store of clowns.
No.
It's okay.
But
why do clowns scare you?
I don't know. I mean, I know we talked about it a little bit before.
Yeah, we did, didn't we? I think.
Maybe from watching it when I was young. I don't think so, though, because I went to the theater and saw the movie with my husband, and it's not. I've still never
seen the new ones. I've seen the old
right.
original. I've never seen the new ones.
And I know who's behind that mask, so that's not bothering me. I think it's the whole. But then, like we've talked, like I love Slipknot, and they wear masks. It doesn't. But I don't like to look at their mask, but I know the people behind. Like, I know who they are behind them, so it's not. I don't know what it is. I don't like clowns at all. I don't like creepy dolls.
I can honestly say there's nothing like that scares me.
Do weird dolls not creep you out?
Not
like
at
when
all.
their eyes are...
Nope.
Oh.
Dolls are dolls.
What about like, not puppets,
Have you ever thought that you give them the creepiness by thinking they're creepy?
I think they're fucking haunted, some of them.
And if they're haunted, let them be. Don't touch them. Don't have no part of them.
Not just haunted, but like...
I mean, like, I've seen some creepy dolls in my life, like old porcelain creepy
my mom
dolls.
she collects weird shit like
I know.
that.
That's so
and
cool.
There's some stuff she showed me that I'm like, you fucking get rid of that. Dude, we had a yard sale a couple years ago. I hope she doesn't mind that I'm talking about her. But
should you ask permission?
I probably should ask permission.
Maybe
okay, I'm going to say this person I know, we were having a yard sale together last year, and I look over at one of the tables and there's like all these fucking doll heads. Like old ass vintage doll heads. And I'm like, what the fuck? What the fuck is that?
Let me guess, they bought them.
They did get bought, I'm pretty sure.
Oh, the person you were with did not purchase. Can we just say your mom? Because we already said
Oh,
your
yeah.
freaking mom.
She bought them. But she does like vintage.
She bought them?
She bought them and was going to sell them and then decided to throw them in the yards. She does like resell vintage stuff sometimes. Like,
she bought the creepy doll heads at
she thought they were interesting. Like, I think she bought them before. We were having a yard sale of our own.
Oh,
and she was selling them. And I'm like putting my stuff out on the table. I'm like, what the fuck is that?
Okay. Explain. I totally missed that key. Okay.
I don't know where she got them. She picks things up when she sees them and thinks, oh, that's cool. I might clean that up and resell it.
So she just over the years acquired 20 doll heads?
They all came together, I believe.
Oh, okay.
I don't know how. But she's really good at the resale
She
stuff.
just walked around ripping dolls' heads off.
And then she got all these Barbies recently. They're like miniature Barbies, like what you'd get in a yard... No, not a yard sale. I think she got them at a yard sale. Like what you used to get in Happy Meal. Like the little Barbie, Mattel, whatever. And like half of them were missing an arm. Just one arm.
Someone out there likes Barbie arms.
Funny. I'm like, what? Why do you have all these... I thought they were cool and somebody might want to buy them. Like, and she ain't wrong. People love this stuff. Like...
Oddities. Different
she needs
things.
to open like a shop because there's some... She's got an eye for them. She has some creepy little decorations. Little like porcelain ceramic pixies and little like things. She got these little... They're like little witchy baby doll Halloween decorations. I think she got them at a secondhand store or something. And their eyes move. They're cute until their fucking eyes move. And then it's like...
So, that kind of stuff actually bothers you. Like, you
it
have
bothers
a feeling.
me in my chilly bones. It really does.
Wow.
It chills me to the bone. That's where I got that.
I really, like, there's nothing like that I can think of that bothers me.
Also, dummies. Like, dummy as fuck. I think it's just goosebumps.
What do you mean by dummies?
You know, like
the ventriloquist
Yes.
puppets? Oh, really?
Yeah. Like
So
a
you
Toy
don't
Story
watch
and
Jeff
Goosebumps.
Dunham? Do you know who
I
that
used
is?
to, yeah. I used
my
to.
God, I
That
love
doesn't
him.
bother me because I know who's controlling it. Like, on Goosebumps, you know what I'm talking about?
You have a lot of childhood trauma from TV shows.
But I love that shit too at the same time.
Makes no sense.
I know.
It's like negative.
I don't like to watch it with that, but all Goosebumps in general I fucking love.
I'm just saying, like...
Slappy. That's what I'm thinking of.
Yeah,
Slappy.
I know exactly what you're talking about. But why?
Slappy. I don't know.
You kind of looked like him just then. I'm joking.
I don't know. I don't like the...
I think you give it the energy to not like it. You're like...
Probably.
Like, stop. Just walk by one and don't have a feeling about it.
Well, that's easier said than done. I can walk by it and be fine, but like I'm fine with the rest of my day. But I can't control how I feel about it. I can control how I react to that feeling, I guess.
Yeah, exactly.
And usually I'm just like, fuck that, and I walk away. But like if somebody sat one in my bedroom and I don't know, it got glued to my wall somehow.
Why would it get glued to your wall though? Like, where did that even come from? You just pulled that right out your ass.
I don't know, some situation where I could not remove it. I'd probably have to sleep in my kid's room.
Listen, I'm going to find the creepiest fucking doll head I can find. I'm going to hide it in this fucking room for you to find.
God.
Oh, you better believe it.
Now, I love faceless dolls. Like, I
You're
love
fucking weird.
corn husk
I
dolls.
like faceless dolls, but the creepy porcelain ones aren't my cup of tea.
It's the faces. It's the eyes and the faces that fuck with me so bad. They fuck me hard. Those...
That's what she said.
They fucking me with their eyes. But We had to put it extra explicit on this one.
There's a lot of fucking
This is extra explicit times too. It's the eyes and the faces mess with me because I love dolls with no face.
So, how do you feel about Annabelle?
No, I watched it.
Oh God, not the fucking movie. The physical doll, the one that looks like Raggedy Ann, that's in the Warren's place.
Like the real one.
I've
not seen the real one, but
you've never seen the real one.
I've never been there.
No, like on the internet. I've never been there either.
Yeah, I don't like that shit. I watched the movie about it and all that. Like,
you do know the movie's not the same as the real one, right? Like, she does not look like that.
Just the story though. The story's similar, isn't it?
It's made up.
Oh, well then maybe I don't know. But
you just talk because I'm googling.
I don't fuck with dolls. Dolls don't fuck with me. Unless they have no face. I love corn husk dolls. Like the little witches. Corn husk dolls.
That's the real Annabelle.
Oh, she's like Raggedy Ann.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. That doesn't bother me. It's when they have real looking eyes. The real looking eyes are what get me, dude.
She's apparently
fucking Cabbage Patch dolls. Those are creepy as shit. She's
one of the hottest dolls in the world.
She's super sexy. It's that red hair.
She's haunted.
Hot. Oh, I thought you said hot.
I could have because my words come out weird. So.
She's the hottest doll in the world.
She's one of the most haunted dolls in the world. So how did they get Annabelle and turn her into that? Like, look at the difference.
Because Raggedy Ann isn't creepy.
Exactly, and they had to have a creepy creeper.
Yeah.
That doll's like done some shit to some people, man.
Wow.
I'm not kidding.
Or
they claim. I don't know if I believe all that or not. I do, but I don't.
Like, puppets don't bother me as long as...
What's a puppet?
Eyes. You little dollies that... Okay, so in witchcraft... Okay, it's not a voodoo doll. It's not the same thing. Voodoo dolls are puppets, but not all puppets are voodoo dolls. Voodoo is a closed practice they do. Is special... Whatever. A puppet can be used for good or bad. So, you can make it out of anything, really. We've done them out of felt. Filled them with herbs and things. My daughter has a sewing machine now, so she's made me puppets that she fills with things. Button eyes are okay. I like button eyes.
Okay, Coraline.
But if you put real eyes on them, motherfuckers, no. But I like the ones.
So wait, you've got a beautiful collection of owls over there. Those eyes don't bother you?
Not one bit. They're not real eyes. If they had human looking eyeballs,
none of them are real eyes. Like they're.
But they look like human eyes. I don't like eyeballs. Period. Like eyes freak me out.
Do my eyes scare you?
But like.
You won't look into them.
Animal eyes. That's because ADHD won't let me make eye contact very long. Sorry. I'll look at your nose and pretend I'm looking at your eyes.
You really can't look into my eyes, can you? Okay.
I can look in one at a time. I really can't look at both. I'd have to spread
Nobody
my eyes
can
out.
look at both.
Okay.
No.
That's good. That I'm not.
Got a little weird. Anyway, what were we talking about?
The face. Like
you keep taking a drink from this empty cup.
I keep thinking that it's going to refill itself. Do you know, like, the willow tree angels?
Yeah.
I know they're, like,
Did
basic
you see
bitch,
the
whatever,
TikTok
but...
video I sent you? Where
Yes,
they
I absolutely
them black
love it.
witches?
So funny. My mom sent me the same video.
Dun, dun, dun.
I'm like,
Maybe
I was getting ready to send you this.
Do you have any of those?
Yes, I
You
love
should
them.
paint them.
When my grandma died, I got some of hers, and one actually has broken wings. And I'm, like, saving her because I felt like she was meant for a greater purpose. And now I know
to be
what.
Like a whole witch family.
Yes. I love willow trees. You ever see one cheap, like at a yard sale or something? Grab it for me. I'll pay you back because I fucking love them. Like, I know they're like so basic, and usually it's like older ladies that like them. Like my grandma got them for gifts,
I used to have a whole collection of them.
Love them.
I sold them at a yard sale. I had like 20 plus.
Oh my god!
I sold them at a yard sale for like $10 total.
They're so expensive. You ever go?
Okay, this was also like early 2000s when they weren't expensive.
Yeah.
They weren't super expensive.
I think they've always kind of cost a little, at least. Because, like, if you go to, like, the gift shops,
I don't know.
They're like Cracker Barrel and Bird Watson and stuff. They're expensive.
This is random as fuck. Do you remember Precious Moments?
Yes,
Those
I
little
do.
fucking porcelain...
We actually have a couple that my mom gave to my kids, yeah.
I had, like...
Yeah.
Where the hell did those go? I need to call my mom.
Those could be painted into something too.
Many. I had like the birthday train, like all the way up to like 15. I had so many of those.
Oh my gosh.
I had the Little Mermaid. I had the brother and sister one.
They had a Little Mermaid one?
Yeah, she was like on a seashell and she was holding a pearl.
I didn't know that.
Where the hell did those go? I gotta call my mama. Okay. Anyway.
Oh my gosh.
I have not thought about those in 20 years. I'm not kidding. Well, it had to be less than 20 years, but 10 years? I don't know.
I remember, I think I had maybe a couple of them. And we have a couple now because...
I had so fucking many of them.
That's awesome. Mine was Beanie Babies, of course. Those were
gosh.
very popular.
You have no idea how many I had. So many. We had these totes. These like long totes. Like the underbed totes.
Yeah.
Filled.
Oh,
like
wow.
I don't even know how many I had. Like
Oh
they
my
were not
gosh.
under my bed. I had so many. That was my grandma bought them all for us. Every time she'd go somewhere, she'd buy us a new one. And...
So funny because now the tie stuff, like my kids want to buy all the little tie. I'm like, oh, if I want to save my Beanie Babies.
I wish I have mine.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
Oh wow, that's so cool.
I don't know if I have all of them. They're at my mom's.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
I think I saved one or two of mine, and I don't know what's happened to
My
them.
youngest has went through them a few times and brought a few home because she, the zebra, she
Yeah.
loved it. Whatever. We are not spooky anymore. We've kind of just...
Oh my gosh.
That is why this podcast is called Only If You Can Keep Up. Because
Right?
we can't even keep up with our
We
damn
don't even know
selves
what
anymore.
the fuck we're saying.
Right.
I do wish I would have decorated my bedroom for Halloween, like some orange lights and some spooky stuff.
See,
I never think about decorating my bedroom.
See, at some point, it's too much. Like,
Yeah.
why do you need to
But
decorate
I'm
your
in
bedroom?
here a lot, like, so I feel like makes sense to decorate where I spend time. I don't really hang out
Your
in here.
entire
but
house is decorated, though. Like,
just
other
the
than your
front,
bedroom.
just the front room,
Okay, just the front room. Right, yeah.
I think.
Your kids
I
can-
do have a couple little things in here, I guess, but
There you go.
yeah.
Okay, you ready to wrap it up?
I suppose so.
Anything else you need to talk about that's spooky ooky?
At this point, we really just need to stop because I don't know what I'm saying anymore. I think we're both in the exact same position.
We are, aren't we?
We have our arms stretched over our heads. Like, are we getting
Relax.
tired? I think the carbs are just making us like,
Yeah, it's
but it is
time.
late, I guess. So
It's almost midnight.
yeah,
Which, that's not late.
nah, not for us anyway.
Okay. If you have any of those lovely Ouija board stories or any kind of story you would like to tell us that's spooky ooky, we would love to hear it.
Let us know. You can email us.
I jumped the gun on that one. Only if you can keep up at gmail.com. Thank you so much for listening, and we won't talk to you tomorrow. So
Love you. Bye.
we just gotta go. I'm out. Bye.